The Lamborghini Murcielago is a sports car produced by Italian automaker Lamborghini between 2001 and 2010. Successor to the Diablo and flagship of the automaker's lineup, the Murcia Copyright-Lago was introduced as a coupe copyright in 2001. The Murcielago was first available in North America for the 2002 model year. The automaker's first new design in 11 years, the car was also the brand's first new model under the ownership of German parent company Audi, which is owned by Volkswagen. It is styled by Peruvian-born Belgian Luc Donckerwolke, Lamborghini's head of design from 1998 to 2005. A Roadster version was introduced in 2004, followed by the updated Lp640 Coupe Copyright and Roadster and limited edition Lp640 Euro 4 Roadster. The final variation to wear the Murcia Copyright-Lago nameplate was the Lp670 Euro 4 SuperVeloce, powered by the largest and final evolution of the Lamborghini V12 engine. Production of the Murcia Copyright-Lago ended on November 5, 2010, with a total run of 4,099 cars. Its successor, the Aventador, was released at the 2011 Geneva Motor Show. Name: in a continuation of Lamborghini's tradition of naming its cars after stars from the world of bullfighting, the Murcia Copyright-Lago is named for a fighting bull that survived 24 sword strokes in an 1879 fight against Rafael El Lagartijo Molina Zachez, at the Coso de los Califas bullringing car Córdoba, Spain. Murcia Copyright-Lago fought with such passion and spirit that the matador chose to spare its life, a rare honor. The bull, which came from Joaquín del Valle de Navarra's farm, was later presented as a gift to Don Antonio Miura, a noted local breeder. Thus began the famed Miura line of fighting bulls, and the name for one of Lamborghini's greatest designs. This promotional story, however, largely contradicts the history of Miura Ranch, whose bulls first fought in Corridor in 1849, 30 years prior to the story of Murcia Copyright-Lago. It is also doubtful that, after 24 deep stab wounds and the associated stress and blood loss, the animal could survive, let alone reproduce. Murcia Copyright-Lago is the Spanish name for the bat. The word is pronounced, Murciélago, with a voiceless dental fricative, I, in the Castilian Spanish spoken in most of Spain. However, the Italian automaker often uses the Southern Spanish and Latin American Spanish pronunciation, Murciélago, with an s sound. Many people in Italy pronounce it, Murciélago, as if it were an Italian word. First generation, Murcia Copyright-Lago. The Murcia Copyright-Lago is an all-wheel drive, mid-engine super sports car. With an angular design and an exceptionally low-slung body, the highest point of the roof is just under 4 feet above the ground. One of the vehicle's most distinguishing features are its scissor doors, which lends to the extreme image. First-generation Murcia Copyright-Lagos, produced between 2001 and 2006, were powered by a Lamborghini V12 that traces its roots back to the company's beginnings in the 1960s. The rear differential is integrated with the engine itself, with a viscous coupling center differential providing drive to the front wheels. Power is delivered through a 6-speed manual transmission. The Murcia Copyright-Lago suspension uses an independent double wishbone design, and bodywork features carbon fiber, steel and aluminum parts. The rear spoiler and the active air intakes integrated into the car's shoulders are electromechanically controlled, deploying automatically only at high speeds in an effort to maximize both aerodynamic and cooling efficiency. The first-generation cars were produced between 2001 and 2006, and known simply as Murcia Copyright-Lago, sometimes Murcia Copyright-Lago VT. Their V12 engines produced just under 580 picoseconds, and powered the car to 100 km/h in 3.8 seconds. Subsequent versions incorporated an alphanumeric designation to the name Murcia Copyright-Lago, which indicated their engine configuration and output. However, the original cars are never referred to as Lp580s. A first-generation Murcia Copyright-Lago Roadster was used in the 2005 movie Batman Begins. Murcia Copyright-Lago Roadster. The Murcia copyright Largo Roadster was introduced in 2004. Primarily designed to be an open-top car, it employed a manually attached soft roof as cover from adverse weather, but a warning on the windshield header advises the driver not to exceed 100 mph with the top in place. The designer used the B-2 stealth bomber, the Wally 118 Wally power yacht, and architect Santiago Calatravas' Ciutat de las Artes y la Ciencias in Valencia, Spain as his inspiration for the Roadster's revised rear pillars and engine cover. Second generation, Murcia copyright Largo Lp640. In March 2006, Lamborghini unveiled a new version of its halo car at the Geneva Motor Show, the Murcia copyright Largo Lp640. The new title incorporated the car's name, along with an alphanumeric designation which indicated the engine's orientation, along with the newly updated power output. With displacement now increased to 6.5 liters, the new car made 640 PS at 8,000 RPMs. The Murcia copyright Largo's exterior received a minor facelift. Front and rear fascias were revised, and side air intakes were now asymmetrical with the left side feeding an oil cooler. A new single-outlet exhaust system incorporated into the rear diffuser, modified suspension tuning, revised programming and upgraded clutch for the 6-speed E-gear automated sequential transmission with launch control rounded out the performance modifications. Interior seating was also reshaped to provide greater headroom, and a new stereo system formed part of the updated dashboard. Optional equipment is included carbon fiber reinforced silicon carbide ceramic composite brakes, chrome paddle shifters and a glass engine cover. The 2008 car's estimated fuel economy for the 6-speed manual is 8 miles per U.S. gallon city and 13 miles per U.S. gallon freeway, making it the least efficient car in 2008 for city and highway driving, according to the EPA. A second-generation Murcia copyright Largo Lp640 was used in the 2008 movie The Dark Knight. Murcia copyright Largo Lp640 Roadster. At the 2006 Los Angeles Auto Show, Lamborghini announced that the Roadster version of the Murcia copyright Largo will also be updated to Lp640 status. Murcia copyright Largo Lp670 Euro 4 SuperVeloce. At the 2009 Geneva Motor Show, Lamborghini unveiled the ultimate version of the Murcia copyright Largo, the Lp670 Euro 4 SuperVeloce. The SV moniker had previously appeared on the Diablo SV, and Miura. SV variants are more extreme and track-oriented, and are released at the end of each model's production run. The SuperVeloce's V12 produces 670 PS at 8,000 RPM and 660 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, thanks to revised valve timing and upgraded intake system. The car's weight was also reduced by 100 kg through extensive use of carbon fiber inside and out. A new lighter exhaust system was also used. As a result of the extensive weight loss, the SV produces a power-to-weight ratio of 429 bhp long-ton. Also standard were the Lp640's optional 15-inch carbon ceramic disc brakes with 6-piston calipers. In its June 2009 issue, Car and Driver magazine estimated that the Lp670 Euro 4 SV is capable of accelerating to 100 km/h from a standing start in just 2.9 seconds and onto 200 km/h in 7.4 seconds. Subsequent testing by Road and Track revealed a 0-60 time of 2.8 seconds and a quarter-mile time of 10.9 seconds at 129.4 miles per hour. Lamborghini claims a top speed of 341 km/h when the car is fitted with an optional smaller spoiler, or 336 km/h with the standard Aeropoc wing. According to Maurizio Reggiani, head of Lamborghini R&D, the Lp670 Euro 4 SV's steering was tuned for high-speed sensitivity. The original production plan of the ultimate Murcia copyright Largo was limited to 350 cars, and cost $400,000 ($270,038) in 2009. However, Only 186 LP670-4s were produced before the factory had to make room for the new Aventador production line. Numbered cars 1 a Euro 350 do not represent the order in which cars were manufactured. Limited editions, 40th Anniversary Edition. In 2004, Lamborghini celebrated its 40th anniversary by releasing a limited run of 50 40th Anniversary Edition Murcia copyright Lagos. Enhancements over the standard vehicle included a limited edition blue body color that was labeled jade green, carbon fiber exterior detailing, upgraded wheels, a revamped exhaust system, and a numbered plaque on the inside of the rear window. The interior also featured unique leather trim. Lp640 Versace. The Murcia copyright Largo Lp640 Versace is a special limited edition of the Lp640 that was unveiled at the 2006 Paris Motor Show. Available in either white or black, only 20 were produced as both Cooper copyright S and Roadsters. Although the standard V12 engine was used, stylists from the Versace fashion house, and Lamborghini's Ad Personam program, collaborated to design custom interiors finished in two-tone Versace leather. Gianni Versace logo plaque. Each unit came with matching Versace luggage, along with driving shoes and gloves. A matching watch from Versace's precious items department was also made available to customers. Lp650 a Euro 4 Roadster. In 2009, Lamborghini released a limited run update of the Murcia copyright Largo Roadster. The LP650-4's increased engine outputs is rated at 650 PS and 660 Nm, allowing the car to reach 100 km/h in 3.4 seconds and achieve a top speed of 330 km/h. Available only in Grigio Telesto Grey with Arancio orange highlights, the color scheme was continued on the inside. LP670 a Euro 4 SuperVeloce China Limited Edition. A limited version of LP670 a Euro 4 SuperVeloce for Chinese market is distinguished by the middle stripe. The vehicle was unveiled at the Beijing Auto Show. It has a top speed of 340 km. Have 661 Nm and 670 HP. 0-100 km/h in 3.2 seconds. It was limited to 10 units. Specifications, engines, transmissions, safety recall. In May 2010 in the United States, Lamborghini recalled 428 of its 2007 a Euro 2008 Murcia copyright Largo Cooper copyright S and Roadsters because of the possibility of weld failure on the fuel pump support inside the fuel tank, potentially leading to a fuel leak and possible fire. Motorsport, RGT. The Lamborghini Murcia copyright Largo GT is the racing version of the Murcia copyright Largo, developed jointly with Reiter Engineering and Audi Sport. Unlike the standard car, the GT is rear-wheel drive only and only 9 were produced, in order to comply with the FIA, ACO, and JAF rules. The car retains the standard V12 engine, but air restrictors are used to manage power. Acceleration and top speed performance are dependent on gearing, as different ratios are used for different tracks. Some specifications are: in March 2007, the all-inkle.com Racing Murcia copyright Largo won the Zhuhai 2 hours. A Murcia copyright Largo GT was entered into the 2008 24 Hours of Le Mans, but was not classified. In April 2009, beating a Corvette C6R, and Celine S7R, a Murcia copyright Largo GT of the Russian IPB Spartak Racing Team won the GT1 class in the 1000 km de Catalunya, ALMS race. The drivers of the IPB Spartak racing car were Russian, Roman Rusinov, and Dutch, Peter Cox. The Lamborghini made pole position, but was moved to the end of the grid due to some technical irregularities. They finished 2 laps ahead of the lead Corvette to take the second international win for a Raging Bull GT car. A G1, a version of the RGT built for the Japanese Lamborghini Owners Club to compete in Japanese Super GT Series. In March 2006, an RG1 recorded a win in the GT300 class at the Super GT Suzuka 500 km. RSV. The RSV is an evolution of the RGT developed by Reiter Engineering to comply with the FIA rules for the new FIA GT1 World Championship. The 2010 FIA GT1 World Championship season saw Reiter run 2 cars and the other 2 were run by all-inkle.com R1/4 NNICH Motorsport. Reiter saw some success winning 2 championship races, finishing 3rd in the team's championship. The All-Inkle team did not have as much success, finishing 9th in the championship. The 2011 season saw Swiss racing team run the ex-Reiter RSVs, after an unsuccessful season in 2010 running Nissan GTRs. All-Inkle have had a successful season so far, topping the team's championship as of round 7. Swiss racing team had some points finishes, but after a crash between both cars at the Sachsenring round, they had a lack of spare parts and did not compete in the next 3 events. DKR Engineering announced that they would be using Murcielago RSVs for the last 2 rounds of the season, instead of the Chevrolet Corvette C6 that they were using for the first 8 rounds. Its top speed is 402 km/h. Related development. Lamborghini Miura concept. In January 2006, a retro-styled Lamborghini Miura concept car, built on a Murcia copyright Largo chassis, was announced at the Museum of Television and Radio and promoted at the Los Angeles Auto Show, although the car itself was not present at the show. Subsequently, Miura concept was officially debuted at the North American International Auto Show just 2 weeks later. It was the first design penned by Lamborghini design chief Walter De Silva, and commemorated the 40th anniversary of the 1966 introduction of the original Miura in Geneva. Lamborghini president and CEO, Stefan Winkelmann, rejected any possibility of the concept marking the Miura's return to production, however, stating "OE the Miura was a celebration of our history, but Lamborghini is about the future. Retro design is not what we are here for. So we want a Euro unregistered trademark to do the Miura a Euro." Lamborghini Reventa Cube N. Debuted in 2007 at the Frankfurt Auto Show, the Lamborghini Reventa Cube N is a modified version of the Murcia copyright Largo. The car's mechanical underpinnings and engine are identical to those of the Murcia copyright Largo Lp640. However, the cosmetics are all unique. Interior and exterior styling were inspired by stealth fighter design, taking cues from aircraft such as the F-22 Raptor. Only 21 units were built, of which 1 was retained by the factory to be exhibited in the Lamborghini Museum. Lamborghini also produced 15 units of a Roadster version. Lamborghini Aventador. The development of a successor to the Murcia copyright Largo was widely speculated in the motoring press as the supercar approached the end of its first decade in production. Spy photos published on the Internet in January 2010 showed a camouflaged Lamborghini prototype undergoing winter testing. In December 2010, Autocar published a test drive of the new prototype, however, very little was released. Even the name was a mystery up until it was reported that Lamborghini registered the name Aventador with the U.S. Trademark Office. At the 2011 Geneva Motor Show, Lamborghini revealed their new V12 flagship and Murcia copyright Largo successor, the Aventador Lp640 Versace. The new sports car would utilize a 6.5-litre V12 engine, newly designed specially for the car by Lamborghini, producing 691 HP. A Euro 62 mph takes 2.9 seconds. Top speed was stated to exceed 217 mph. The Aventador would also be considerably lighter than the outgoing Murcia copyright Largo, with a dry weight of 3,470 lb. Production, references, notes. Bibliography. External links, official website.